In this lecture, guys, I would like you to try your hand on visual effects. So you will discover how easy it is to apply visual effects to any video within After Effects. Also, you might have more ideas later on to create your own video with this technique. So you start by importing your video. You might probably already know that you can right click in the project panel, go to import, and you go to file. You click on file, and of course you have your file manager. And here there is a specific video I would like you to import. It's the River 14205. Make sure that create composition is unchecked and you click on import. Now that you have your video within After Effects, you want to create a new composition to start working on the video and applying the effects. The best way is to click and drag the video into the timeline over here, and when you release, a composition is created for you, and this is the comp over here in your project panel, and you can start working. Our aim here is to change the color of the water. Want to give it a different look with different colors. For this, we need to create a mask that will include only the water. Now that's pretty easy. To create a mask, first of all, make sure you have selected your layer. Okay, that's important. And then you can go to the pen tool. You can long click and select pen tool, and you start creating the mask. Let's say we start creating the mask from over here. So to start, you put your first click over here. You have a first point. Then you go inside and you decide, okay, this is the second point. Trying to make straight lines a bit. I'm going to be a bit rough. It's okay for this lecture. Then let's put another point over here and one point just over here. To continue with the mask, we need to shift the viewer up. You can simply press on the spacebar and keep pressed, then click and drag up. Okay, then you release the spacebar. So let's click outside, is no problem. We are selecting the water. Let's click over here. And then if you point to the first point or your first click, you will notice that the pen tool has changed and there is a small circle. This means it's going to close the mask. Here you are. Let's go back to 100%. You can click over here and go to fit. Now you notice that the mask has masked your layer. Of course, it's including only the area within the mask. The other area is not visible. Doesn't matter for now because this is exactly what you want. To apply an effect, you go to the Effects and Preset panel. You click on it. If you can't see it over here, I'm sure you know, you go to Window and you have the Effects and Preset panel just over here. Within the Effects and Preset, let's look for the tritone effect. So all you have to do in the search, you write tritone. This is the tritone effect. To apply it on the video with its mask, you just click on the tritone. You can drop it inside the composition viewer. That's cool. But on the layer here, that will be more precise. Here you are now. You already applied the effect and it's working on the mask. You notice that the Effect Controls panel has opened. And over here, you have your tritone mask. If you come to the layer and click on the small arrow here and scroll it down, you will notice you have masks and you have effects. If you scroll down mask, this is your mask over here and it has certain property inside. And you have the effects. So now you have tritone that has been applied. Scroll down again and you have all the properties of the tritone. They are identical to these except compositing options. Compositing options is like asking where do you want to apply this effect, on which mask in fact. If you click on the plus sign, you will notice it opened the mask 1 over here. And this is the only mask that you have. So After Effects picked the only mask that you have. And notice now you can see the complete video. One with the part that is masked and the other one that is not masked. So now you want to work on the effect itself. To change the colors, you have 3 properties. You can change the colors for the highlights, which are the bright colors within the video in the mask, and the shadows, which are the dark colors, and the midtones, which are the dominant colors here in between the highlights and the midtones. Let's click on the midtones here. And now you have the midtones and you can change the color. As easy, as simple as this. You can click and drag and decide what colors you want to give, or come over here, make it like dark cyan, something like this. as you wish. I'll put it over here. It's cool. Then you click OK. Here you are, guys. You already applied an effect to your video. If you come over and press spacebar, you can play it and notice you have done a great job, guys. So applying effects in After Effects is pretty easy, provided that you know certain things and you are very precise in what you're doing. Your next step might be, if you want to play more, is to create a mask around this mountain, for example, and also around this mountain, and change the colors also using the same effect, tritone. I will show you how to do this in the practice activity later on. Thank you. I will see you in the next lecture.